Yeah. Alright. This is my shout out video number 2. And since everybody want to do these little shout out videos, because I did one earlier, like 1:05, like this afternoon, I decided to do another one because that one was a little, I was shouting out everything. But shout out to, this is a special shout out right here because person called me and was like, I need to be first. I was like, okay. So shout out to Brandon, Terry, how you doing? My home skillet biscuit, big hey. Shout out to Michaela on the phone. Say hey, Michaela. Michaela. Bruh, you supposed to speak. Ugh. Okay. Forgive me, Michaela. Shout out to my best friend Alicia. Shout out to Aeropostale. Shout out to Crystal C, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Amber. Shout out to Taylor. Shout out to Kiana. Shout out to me. Shout out to God. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my daddy, my family. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my Facebook fam. How y'all doing? Shout out to all y'all people. Shout out to Memphis, my hometown. Shout out to y'all out there. If y'all gonna watch this video, shout out to you. Shout out to all my homies from Memphis. All y'all. What's up? Miss you guys. Love. You know, I can't do it right now, but yeah. Let's see. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to Latch. Shout out to Michi. Shout out to Goss. Shout out to shit, I don't even know. Shout out to all y'all, you know. Shout out to let's see. Should I give a shout out to Kenya, Dan, and them? Michaela. Kenya and Dan, do you think they deserve a shout out? Alright. Shout out to Kenya. Shout out to Dan, Doris, whatever. Nigga, Delude, hey. Shout out to Danny, Dan the man. Shout out to Marcellus, Fat, how you doing? Shout out to all the people I saw at the mall on Saturday. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to 2012. We made it. We here. We doing it big. Hey. Shout out to oh dang. Wait. Shout out to Sunny D. Yeah, shout out to Sierra, CC, Lil CC, short stuff. Shout out to Taryn, happy birthday. Love you. Shout out to I don't even know. Alexis, Russell. Shout out to all my little 8th grade friends. How y'all doing? All my little young children. How y'all doing? Shout out to Michaela. Who else should I give a shout out to? I don't even know.
Crystal.
I gave a shout out to Crystal, bruh.
Amber.
I gave a shout out to Amber, right?
Taylor.
I gave a shout out to Taylor.
Huh?
I gave her a shout out already. People I don't even know. Shout out to y'all. To y'all people that I don't even know. I don't even mess with. Shout out to y'all out there. Shout out to the world. Shout out to Puerto Rico. Shout out to New York. Shout out to Los Angeles. Shout out to Memphis once again. Shout out to dang. Shout out to I don't even know. Just shout out. Shout out to BDW, Housewood Productions, you know, Big Edward Productions. Shout out to me. Shout out to just shout out, y'all. Just giving shout outs, like shout out the boot. Shout out. Shouts out.
As well. I only have 7 more songs to go in the best and brightest of 2011. Won't you holler back? What's up? This is Kanye West and I'm live in the den.
Michaela, give some shout outs, bro. Shout out.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know nobody?
Happy and wow, did the ladies love you?
I mean, I wish I was older to do it with you, but I'm not.
Don't be that.
Ugh. I'm gonna give a shout out to a school or something, man.
A natural supplement shown to raise testosterone
Tyler,
by 60.
I don't know.
She okay. Michaela says shout out to Tyner, shout out to Brenner, shout out to Howard. Is that all?
That great mood again. And yes, even a healthy exercise.
Uruguay.
Shout out to Udawa, shout out to Red Bank, shout out to Baylor, shout out to
You're a man who's noticed changes in your body. Your sex life.
I don't know.
I don't even know, y'all. We lost East Ridge, I guess. Y'all out there, shout out to CSAS, shout out to Miracle, shout out to CC, shout out to
1-800-852-7241. 1-800-852-7241.
Autumn, shout out to, okay, here we go. Shout out to my Caucasian people. Shout out to Autumn, shout out to Miranda, shout out to Winter, shout out to Alexis, shout out to London, shout out to Savannah Ligon. Love her, love you. If you gonna watch, I love you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Ava, shout out to Gabby, Brianna, Griffin, whatever. Yeah, shout out to you, girl. Shout out to who else? Gabby, shout out to shout out to CCA. Just shout out to CCA in general. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all my food lovers out there, all my skinny fat people. Shout out to y'all, cause you know we run this world. Oh man, I don't even know no more, y'all. Shout out to all your seniors. What? 22, y'all finna be gone. Bye. Deuces. Shout out to y'all grown people. Shout out to Siobhan. Hey, shout out to Siobhan, Crystal, Tyresha, Shakia, Tyree. Shout out to you. Oh gosh. Shout out to Julian. Shout out to Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins. Shout out to Mr. Griswold. Mr. Grizzly Bear. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Eisenstein.
Don't give no shout out to Miss Smith.
Ooh, that was not gonna happen.
Okay, I think your video's singing.
Right. Okay, well, just shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all my love people. You know, I love everybody. If you get to know me, I will love you. For real. Shout out to Danielle. Shout out to Lil. Who? Alexis Grayson. AJ. Anique. Kiana Billings. Keontae. Jalen. Thomas. Oh yeah. Devontae. What's up? Shout out to Devontae. Day. Oh, Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan. D'Angelo. Justice. Oh y'all. Just shout out to all my love people. Like I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out. Just shout out. Shout out video, y'all. Anyway, shout out to all them twerk songs of 2011, 2012 coming soon. Shout out to them. Shout out to all you party goers. Shout out. Just shout out. Shout out to Blake Hornsby. What's up? Bruh, just shout out, man. Just a shout out video. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's how I get down, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do. It's a Sunday. I'm bored. Y'all, just